At all costs, man, we gotta protect the young ladies,
This
bro.
podcast is brought to you by niggas who are generally concerned with most of the dumb shit that's going on right now. By the way, I'm your host, Billy Cash, aka Cole, and welcome to
Social Climate. Jasmine Block, a Minnesota teen, 15 years old, was kidnapped by men that she knew, but she managed to escape. Let's listen to the whole story.
15-year-old Jasmine Block, held captive for a month, is now safely back at her home in central Minnesota. Her ordeal began August 8th when she got into a car with an acquaintance near her home in Alexandria. Police have accused 32-year-old Thomas Barker of kidnapping her.
Barker tied her up with zip ties, and then he, his roommate, and a friend over the next several weeks repeatedly assaulted Ms. Block and threatened her with weapons.
Police say they later tried to drown the girl, but she survived. They held her for 29 days until leaving her alone while they went out for pizza.
And they said that it would be about an hour until they get back.
Jasmine was able to slip her bonds and swim across a lake to get help. Police have charged Barker and 2 others with kidnapping and assault.
Jasmine was fortunate enough to get away with her life, but Chicago teen Kanika Jenkins was not. After attending a party at the Crown Plaza, she was found deceased in a freezer. And here's her mom giving what she thinks is the account of what may have happened.
The hotel is so open, so my brother walked past. Remind you, we didn't know this was a crime scene till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
After they declared she was dead, when I started asking, can I see my baby body, and they first denied me, and I asked her for the sergeant name, the police name, and the detective name, and the sergeant name.
Yeah.
When I asked the sergeant for his badge number, then he said, I got to talk to the morgue. I said, can I see how my baby laying down there, how she died?
yeah.
And they wouldn't let me see my baby from 1:30 a.m. in the morning of today.
Yeah.
Until about what time? About for like 4 hours after that.
Yeah.
Then that's when they pronounced her dead.
Okay. And how are they
Wait,
saying?
no, they told me she was. I'm sorry. They told us she
They
was
knew
dead at
before
1
they-
something, but they didn't let me see her body until 4 hours later. They did let me see. They wouldn't. They refused my mother, my sisters, her uncles. They refused my family to see her. They said only you and your daughter can see it, and you can't take pictures because this is a crime scene.
And this is still in the deep freeze.
This in the deep freezer, but they had at this time they had let the morgue take her, move her, defrost the freezer.
Right.
Her hair had soaking water up on there.
Yeah.
She was defrosted in the freezer. They defrost the whole freezer.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it gave you 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
But I asked her, can I see my daughter? Why I can't see how she died? Why I can't see? Because I know in the deep freezer, I know at my job, you had to pull open and remind you can't even hold your balance.
Yeah.
Walking.
Right. All
So
right.
now
So-
you got to struggle, and at my job with our coolers,
Yeah.
you got to have some strength to
Yeah.
yank these doors open.
Yeah.
Now, remind you, they said she couldn't barely hold herself up, yet alone pull open the door.
Right.
And they said, the police department said, freak accidents like that do happen.
So they're saying they're
And they
trying
said
to say
they didn't
that
see
she,
her.
that she,
And it's a camera sitting right in front of the cooler. They didn't see how she got in there.
So are they
didn't
trying
even
to
see
tell
her
you
yank
that they're
herself.
trying to tell
I said,
you
this the detective that was out there.
Okay.
And then he was the one that was out there when they first discovered. They study coming in there. We sitting in the lobby. We wasn't even allowed to, when they discovered the body, we wasn't even allowed to stand in the hotel lobby. They put us out. We had to stand outside and look, and we had to look on the 11th floor. We just looking, just hoping and praying that we could get some kind of help, because the people looking at us like, they looking at us.
Yeah.
Looking like, what they doing out here?
What are you doing? Right.
And we was forbidden to come back in the hotel room. So we studied, trying, begging for help. The police department couldn't even help us. After they found my baby dead, they couldn't even help us. The bastards! They couldn't even help us.
The end result of both of these 2 tragic stories are, we got to take care of our females, fam. We got to take care of our women, our nieces, our daughters, our sisters. Just make sure they go down the right path, and definitely be aware of their surroundings. And this is Billy Cash, aka Cole, and I'm out with Social Climate.